Hey, what are you doing on Wednesday, June 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific time? Hopefully, you're hanging out with us. We are doing one of our patron hangouts that night. It's always a great time, fun folks laughing and chatting about a whole variety of topics. We hope you can join us. To find out how, visit patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
I guess my point is read the Scarlet Pimpernel. It's like free if you have a Kindle. It's free everywhere.
Yeah.
This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Jeff, people might be familiar with a feature that you've tried to make a regular occurrence on this show.
Yeah.
Called Chronicles of a Badass.
Yeah, baby.
This
batting 500 on Chronicles of a Badass.
Yeah. You're 2 for 4 on Chronicles of Badass.
That's right.
This is where Jeff finds somebody who's done something. It's badass.
Yeah.
Or not, and we decide whether it is. Jeff tells the story, and I usually kind of like squint and like cock my head a little bit like a puppy.
Somebody did something. Is it badass? I think it's kind of badass.
Well, last week we got a lot of submissions about a young man named Alex Honnold. Alex Honnold is the guy that free climbed that gigantic cliff in Yosemite National Park.
This is absolutely insanity. Free climbing as a thing at all, to me, just thinking about it makes me sweat. It is so terrifying, the concept of free climb. That's climbing with no equipment, right?
Yeah. So this guy just he put on a pair of short shorts.
Yeah.
And
he got some chalk on his hands. And
was just like, well, I'm going to climb God Ledge, which is 1,800 feet high in Yosemite. Remember that any fall higher than 50 feet will definitely kill you.
Yeah.
50 feet is basically where the human body goes, and now I die.
And there was a guy, I think in the 90s or early 2000s, who was really famous for free climbing, and he died.
Yeah.
He died. He left one morning, didn't come back, and they found his body at the bottom of a thing. Because it's just a fucking matter of time before your hand doesn't go right to the place, right?
Yeah. And see, this is the thing, and this is the thing that I always bring up during Chronicles of a Badass, which is badass or crazy. Badass or stupid.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little stupid in every badass.
A little stupid, a little crazy. Something's going on. And luckily, I am not the only person who thinks so. After Alex Honnold's insane climb, which we are not going to be weighing in on whether or not he's a badass.
Whether or not he's a badass, he's definitely a Brock.
He's living that Brock. Nobody but a Brock goes like, I don't even want ropes or a spike or whatever.
I just need these shorts.
Rocks are nature's ropes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Brock?
Rocks are not nature's ropes, Brock.
Yeah, they are. You just climb them like a rope.
Well, but that's okay. I don't think you understand the nature of ropes.
They're nature's ropes.
No, you don't understand the natures of. I hate talking to you, Brock.
High five.
All right, I'll high five you.
So this guy, Alex Honnold, has appeared before on the cover of National Geographic. He's done massive ad campaigns for people because all he does is climb giant shit.
Yeah. He was on the cover of Insane Crazy Person Weekly, and he's on the cover of Holy Shit, Why Did You Do That? Periodically. And he was on the cover of Please Don't Die.
He's
magazine.
done Please Don't Die, the magazine. Based on Please Don't Die, the novel. So he was doing a signing somewhere, and there were 3 lines of people waiting to get his
Ironically,
he autograph.
Signs ropes.
He just signs ropes. He just signs with ropes. He just makes rope art for everybody who sits in line with him. One of the people in the lines was a neuroscientist and was like, "Hey, get in a fucking MRI.
Give me your brain, bro.
Get in an MRI.
I need that brain."
Nah, MRIs are nature's downer, bro.
Please, I need to understand why you do what you do.
I do what I do for the thrill of it, man. I do it for the love.
But scientifically speaking,
I do it for the likes. I do it for the gram.
I would like to know what fires in your brain specifically.
What fires in my brain is let's climb this rock, badass.
Oh, you are a Brock.
High five.
All right. Here's a high five and an injection of sleeping serum.
Oh God. He's like, get in an MRI. And Alex Honnold's like, I don't know if I want to get in an MRI. And he's like, no, get an MRI. And the
If
reason
you put the MRI at the top of a mountain,
he'll climb into it.
He will go into it. That's what they did.
If you tell him no one's ever lasted in this MRI, he's like, what are you talking about?
I will get in there. I'll be the first.
I'm telling you, no one's ever lasted in this MRI. People get in this MRI, they get scared, they run away.
I'm gonna do it.
No, I don't think you can do it,
Can I
man.
leap into it from something?
No, I don't think you. I think you've got low T, man. I don't think you can do it.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going right now.
I don't think you're pumped enough, bro.
Here I go.
Now just lie still for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I will
move.
be the stillest I've ever been.
No talking, please. And we'll just only cucks talk. And we'll just scan your brain. It'll take about 20 minutes.
This feels awesome.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
Cuck. He didn't want to get the MRI. And it's not because of a fear of MRIs. It was because of a fear of knowing how he works. He didn't want to know.
Oh, right.
He was like, look, if there's something going on in there, if there's something that makes me different,
Right.
I don't want to jinx it, basically.
Right.
He said, I don't want to get in there and like learn that the reason I climb these things and I'm never afraid is like something's wrong with my brain. And then just knowing that this something is wrong with my brain and I should be reacting different maybe throws me off my game.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
God knows the worst thing would be for him to never climb something again.
Yeah. God knows the worst thing in the world would be never to find out that you have some sort of terrible brain thing that you need taken care of. God knows you never want to know that.
No. Just let me keep risking my life every day.
That's what we call phenomenon syndrome. It's
based on the John Travolta movie?
It is indeed based on the John Travolta movie of the same name, where he begins getting super intelligence and everything. And spoilers, but not really, because the movie came out in like 1973. He has a tumor that's pushing on his brain in such a way that makes him super smart.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't even have time to dissect or unpack that. But that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
And it's used a lot in science all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
There's an entire wing of science that's just based on Travolta movies.
It's a wing of science. When you go to the science building, there's a wing.
The Travolta wing.
Which, by the way, if you haven't been to Science HQ,
you should really visit. It's where all science takes place.
It's where all the science is. It's amazing.
Go to the Travolta wing. You'll see the phenomenon building, Face Off.
You can also get a stress test and an e-meter reading in that wing of the building.
That's unfortunate.
But they eventually convinced Alex Honnold to get the fuck into the MRI.
Okay.
They said, no, dude, get the fuck in this MRI. Because we need to know.
Well,
we need to know what makes a badass a badass. We need to know what makes a Brock a Brock.
Yeah.
What do you think makes him a Brock?
Did they find like just the sweetest fucking riffs happening in his brain, just like a constant guitar riff happening?
It was a guitar, a penny board, and a fidget spinner. all where the executive functioning was supposed to be. I think we talked about this last week, but my wife got a fidget spinner.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't need to go.
She still uses it.
But let me just break down what was happening inside Honnold's brain.
Yeah.
See, the guitar riff was the excitement. He was making him do crazy things.
Are you picturing this like a Rube Goldberg machine?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. And then the finger thing.
It's not a finger thing. It's a penny board. It's a small skateboard.
The penny board. The penny board was for how sweet it makes him feel.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the fidget spinner was how calm he gets.
So it's not really a Rube Goldberg machine. It's just three objects.
Three objects that are connected in a disparate way.
That are connected in a metaphorical way.
Loose.
It's a metaphorical Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah. You know how they have metaphorical Rube Goldberg machines now?
Yeah. So they got him to get it. What do you have any theories though? Do you want to hazard a guess before I tell you?
I think he's broken in some way. I'm going to say I think he's broken.
Well, my initial thing was, I bet this dude doesn't have an amygdala.
Right, that's the fear center. Right?
Yeah,
that's it fell out one day.
Yeah, he was probably climbing something, and his amygdala just came right out. Or that it was malfunctioning in some way.
Okay.
You know, that's your fear center, and so like maybe it just wasn't reacting.
That's what I said. He's broken.
So they put him in this MRI, and they showed him a bunch of like basically fear stimulants, like spooky pictures and sounds and noises and like I don't know. I don't know, like a haunted house or something.
They put him in a haunted house.
They put him in the haunted mansion.
Haunted MRI machine.
They took an MRI and they made it in such a way that you can ride Disney's The Haunted Mansion in it.
That's so great.
While it's like getting all your brain functions.
And now we go into the haunted MRI.
Remember not to eat for 8 hours beforehand.
Keep your hands and arms inside the MRI machine.
Or as I like to call it, the MR Die machine. And then another voice comes on and goes, the Disney Corporation would like you to know that you're in no danger and no one has ever died in the MRI machine. Like, because it is still a piece of medical equipment.
It's where science comes alive.
So they showed him like 200 images or something like that that elicited fear reactions or reflexes in everybody else's brain.
Right.
Not in this guy's brain.
He's just not. He's literally the daredevil.
But here's what's crazy:
Daredevil is the man without fear.
Yeah,
that's him. Why doesn't he fight fucking crime, man? Stop climbing shit.
He's fighting the oppression, man.
Oh, he's freeing
our
oppression by
bounds.
gravity.
Yeah,
gravity's oppressing all of us.
So they were like, okay, what's going on? Let's take a look at this dude's amygdala because it's straight fucked, and that's like a neuroscience term. So
straight
like
fucked.
they
from the Travolta wing.
Yeah, so they enhanced, which is what they do. They go enhance, and they looked at his amygdala, and it's fine. Structurally, it's fine. Size-wise, it's fine. There's no like hole where an amygdala should be or like underperforming amygdala. Here's what's crazy. It's just not firing. He's just not afraid. And they don't know if it's something where like something is stopping it from firing or, and this is the theory that I find particularly fascinating, something about his frontal lobe, his executive functioning, the part of your brain that is logical, has evolved so much control over his fear response that his fear response starts and the brain goes, dog, I'm taking a look at this and it's nothing to be afraid of.
He's so Brock that he just transcended fear.
He transcended.
You're saying this is not a disorder so much as it is something that could potentially be learned?
Normally, amygdala, limbic system, amygdala, higher motor cortex function, like higher cortex functionalities, right? Frontal lobe, executive functioning. Normally goes in that order.
Right. So we have no control over it.
We have no control over it. By the time your frontal lobe goes, it's a little dog barking. It's just a little, it's not a big dog.
My pants.
Yeah, you've already shat your pants. This happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you're constantly shitting your pants.
Little dogs bark, and it's just the same noise as a big dog.
Yeah.
They all bark.
But your pants have already been shat.
They've already been shat.
Yeah.
And it's like a Yorkie.
But this
what a
guy,
waste.
This guy, Honnold, he never has once shat his pants.
His amygdala goes to fire, and his executive functioning goes so quickly that it says, chill, amygdala, I've got this.
You know what's the bad news, though? This guy has never enjoyed a Paranormal Activity film. Not once. And there's 5 of them. That's 5 movies he has never enjoyed. He has never once felt any
He is the only person ever
who has not
enjoyed from beginning to end.
Those 5 films are universally loved. Because of the fear that they instill in people.
Fear, because they are so well made. They are such experiments in pure fear.
Yeah. But poor Honnold, he just goes, well, what's up with this crappy movie? This guy looks like it was shot on shaky cam. What's the deal with
my God, do I have a super functioning frontal lobe? Am I a Honnold and I don't know it?
Because you didn't like the Paranormal Activity movies?
Yeah.
You should get that checked.
I should get it checked because
everyone loves them.
Everyone loves them without fail. It's just you and Honnold.
That's right.
Couple of weirdies. But this is something crazy. They don't know, man.
Yeah.
They don't know. And now it becomes something, and I think this is something that Honnold was a little afraid of too. Now they just want to study him more.
Yeah.
And you can't hold him down.
No, he needs to be up.
Man's got to
constantly
climb.
climbing. Yes.
He's got to be out in the fresh air. Chalk on his hands.
Short pants.
Shorty shorts. looking like not one of the guys who played Prefontaine, but one of the guys who went for Halloween as Prefontaine the year after those movies came out.
Yeah.
So just a guy who kind of looks like he's cosplaying as like a lame 80s dad.
But he's not so much muscular as he is. He's lean. He's got that lean muscle.
He's just like really scrawny, and he's got a weird mustache, and he thought he would accentuate it with some aviators and some short shorts.
Yeah.
That's how I picture this guy. And I'm not far off, actually. Aside from the mustache.
You know what, though? This is amazing to me. This is amazing that theoretically you could make daredevils. We got daredevils, men without fear, or women. It is a level of control exerted over that old lizard brain that I find to be completely inspiring and amazing. Like, I would never want to use it for this purpose.
No.
Only because I'm still scared, like a little tiny baby boy.
Like a little tiny baby boy.
But
like a little big baby.
they're like an itty bitty baby boy.
Like a dumb little baby boy.
Dangle me over to the side of something, I'm going to shat my pants.
Wah, like a Yorkie was barking somewhere.
Oh, don't even say that.
Yeah.
But
no, a Yorkie's a small dog.
I know, but now you tell me I already shat. This guy could be the link, the key to creating a super soldier.
That's the thing, is this guy's going to be climbing up a mountain, and he's going to get to the top of it, and there's just going to be like a general waiting and a helicopter, and they're just going to be like, well, hello, Mr. Honnold. We'd like you to come with us.
But I want to climb back down.
We really think it would be in your best interests if you got into the helicopter.
Well, I'm not afraid of what might happen, so might as well go, I guess.
Doop, doop, doop. You guys seem like friends.
I mean, isn't this not the coolest thing?
It is the coolest thing, and it is an interesting thing to look further into to see if we can control fear, if we can control anxiety, if there's some chemical thing that's happening that we could perhaps reproduce in people who have high anxiety levels or high levels of fear, or people that we want to be able to kill without thinking.
Right.
Either way.
All of those use cases.
I can't think, it's all good, is the thing. It's all a good way to spend
public
time.
speaking in front of large groups.
And then killing one of them that you've been pre-programmed to kill.
Yeah. Assassinating leaders, or, being in a meeting and not being worried about how
being
you're
conscripted into an illegal underground fight club.
Yeah. Any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's all, this is useful stuff, you guys. Oh no, but I am really fascinated by this, and it does beg the question, are any badasses, or is there something?
They all have Donnell syndrome.
Do they have
Honnold.
something?
What is his name? I don't fucking know.
It's Honnold O'Donnell.
They have Honnold O'Donnell.
Action hero Honnold O'Donnell.
That's what actually gave him his condition, is that he was just got made fun of so much for being Honnold O'Donnell.
So it's Honnold.
They have Honnold syndrome.
Maybe there is some part of the brain in all badasses that is not functioning properly.
The Brock gene.
The Brock gene. Wow. I don't have it.
I don't either.
I do not have it.
I would want it.
Do you guys think you're Honnold O'Donnell? Do you guys have the Brock syndrome? Do you have the Brock gene? What do you think this means? Do you think that his amygdala is? What do you think is more likely? And we're all armchair neuroscientists here.
Here we go.
Do you think there is something wrong, or do you think this is
something right?
Some sort of evolutionary thing where he's
transcending fear?
Who knows, man? Maybe you do. Maybe you can tell us on Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada,
and you can hashtag those.
Honnold O'Donnell.
Yeah, it's a long one.
It's a longer one. So keep your
answers short, because this is such a good.
Tell us that neuroscience question, but like short.
Really boil down neuroscience into like 115 characters if you can. Also, hey guys, if you are not aware, and I don't see how you couldn't be at this point, but just in case, we got a store.
We got a store that sells shirts and hats and stuff.
You want a Brock Life t-shirt to commemorate this episode?
Yeah, do that. It's so cool, the Brock Life shirt.
We got a These Aliens hat. We've got a very motivational coffee mug.
The most motivational.
You should check out all that stuff at wehaveconcerns.com/shop. It helps us continue to make the show.